This is good. All right. Now the most important part of this, guys, is Salim has to get the remote control.
This one?
That one, yes.
That one.
All right, you aim at the TV, and you press. All right, ready? Hit it.
Yep.
There we go.
Yay! It worked!
We have Mr. Ike joining us tonight as our final special invited guest to RWGTV. How you doing, Mr. Ike? Pretty good, pretty good. Been a long stream.
Good.
Riddled with all sorts of things. I mean, this is an awesome showcase of what it means to be RWGTV because, you know, we've had awesome moments. We've had our fair share of tech issues live on stream. Even stuff that has never before gone wrong. We just boom. Oh yeah, you can't hear
Because there's
him.
no sound.
Yeah, there we go. Talk for us, Ike. Say hello.
Hello.
There you
Can
go.
you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's turn you up a little bit. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Marshmallow.
Marshmallow. That's it.
Marshmallow.
Yes.
Marshmallow.
Right. It works. Beautiful. All right, guys. For those of you who don't know him, Mr. Ike, also officially known as IkeTh3Third, he's an awesome streamer over from the other side of the pond. He's in the US, and he streams from there mainly. Obviously, he's not going to catch a plane to stream somewhere else. All right, Mr. Ike. Let's give him a little shout out, Booker, if you're out about. Yeah. All right. Tell us a little bit. Tell the guys a little bit about yourself and what do you mainly stream? Let's hear it.
So I mainly stream Path of Exile, and that's really how I heard about Rift Watch, or I guess not really heard, saw you guys.
Okay.
'Cause y'all did Path of Exile one random
Yeah.
Path of Exile stream a while back, and I happened to notice it. And now I watch even when y'all play Dirty Bomb and stuff like that. But that's
Thanks, man.
pretty much the only thing I stream.
Okay. So, very dedicated to Path of Exile. Yeah. How long have you been playing Path of Exile for?
I don't know in years. What was that?
That was Booker from the other side of the room.
That was Booker. Wow.
Yeah. Just saying hello. Just saying hello.
Hey.
What the fuck?
But yeah,
Weirdo.
I don't know in like years, but I know that in game I have like 3,200 hours or something
Jesus. Okay.
around that.
Okay. Let me guess this straight. You don't count the years anymore. You count the time by time spent in the game. That is
Yeah.
amazing. Jesus. I mean, how many hours did we spend playing Rift Cell? I mean, you're probably the most veteran of us all. I remember that game.
Well,
it was, yeah,
That counted days.
All right,
So
let me-
for me, it was like 109 days.
109. Okay, 109
Yeah.
times 24. That's 2,600. So
So that's even
not
more.
even close.
Wow.
That is dedication.
How long has that game been out for? That part.
7 years or something, but I haven't been playing it the whole time.
Okay.
Damn. So when you do watch his stream, guys, you'll see his character just effortlessly just going through every mob there is, and like sporting the most awesome, like, what's it called, like cosmetic gear with all these awesome effects and wings, and they just go. It's not even. All you hear is like a clacker of mechanical keyboard sounds. It's like clack, 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 clack.
Oh yeah,
And
that
all
does.
You see, yeah, and all you see is just the character just like smashing through all these massive concentration of mobs. I remember back in our Rift days when we used to like gather a few mobs to do a little bit of AoE farming. This is that, but taken to another level. It's like, wow, it's pleasurable to look at. So check his channel out, guys. IkeTh3Third. It's got a 3 instead of the E in the. Is that right?
Yeah, it's IkeTh3 because with an E that website was taken, so I had to get creative.
Okay.
Oh.
Frog was
Nice.
asking about where I am. I'm at my parents. This isn't my normal stream setup. On my
Yeah.
parents' laptop.
Oh my god, that is dedication, man. Thank you so much for like accepting this, even though you're not home today. That's really awesome. What's your regular schedule? Because I've heard that like recently you haven't been Like, you've been like really busy with work and stuff.
Yeah, I started a new job, so the schedule it's hard to update so often. But normally I stream. Normally I get off at 5 every day, so I stream from 5:30 to 8:30. But that is not in your time zone.
No, no. What time zone are you in?
I'm in Mississippi. I think it's Central Standard.
Central Standard. Okay. So a quick Google, guys,
So
and you get an
7
awesome...
hours ahead of you.
How many did you say?
7 hours earlier
7
than you.
Okay. Yeah, my sister's in Florida, and she's got 6, so just 1 more hour from the East Coast. So yeah, that is awesome. Keep an eye out. So more or less translated, it's usually like, what time is it there now?
Right now it is 3 p.m.
All right, so 3 p.m. for him now, guys. It's 10 p.m. for us here. So
Yeah, so my
usually
streams probably start at
midnight.
30 minutes after midnight for you guys.
So if you're on the late
So-
shift, yeah, especially now at Christmas, that everyone's off school and work, if you're lucky enough,
Yeah.
and you're like about at midnight and you don't really know, you just want something on the other screen and you don't know what, you've watched every video or whatever, just tune into Ike, because he'll be there. It's a pleasure to look at, just ripping through all his mobs, I bet you. And if you're interested in the game, he's got tons of knowledge about it. He's been playing for so long. So hit him with all your questions. He's always happy to answer. He helped us a lot when we started playing. He was one of the guys that was always there, giving us tips, giving us advice on how to start. So he's really
Giving us
helpful
gear.
as well. Giving us
helping
gear.
us 6 link stuff and 5
Yes,
link stuff, because
exactly.
we fail hard at that. Hey Ike, by the
Exactly.
way, I've just managed to scoot back over. So
Hey.
trying to.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Sit still.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get in the camera.
Just lean.
I'll just sit back here like this and lean back and just
Yeah.
burn in the fire here.
Yeah, burn in the fire. All right, man. Well, you got any questions for us? And guys, do you have any questions for Ike? Write in the chat.
Come on, it's roasting time. Let's do this.
Roast him. Yeah. Let's not spare him the roasting treatment.
Yeah.
So
they
one
gotta
question
get
I
me.
have.
Hang on.
One question I have for you, Ike,
Ooh.
is do you plan to stream anything else other than PoE in the coming year?
I don't know. I've actually I've thought about streaming other games. I used to stream a little bit of League of Legends, and when Black Ops 4 first came out, I was streaming it, but I don't know. Most of I don't know. I guess I'm not as comfortable with those games, so it's harder for me to watch chat and like harder for me to play Black Ops and also watch chat. Whereas
Yes.
like
Yes.
Path of Exile or League of Legends as well, it's something that if you miss a ping on the mini map, like because you were reading chat, your team might lose a fight and they all get mad at you. PoE is more like I can look at the chat whenever I want to and things like that.
And everything still dies.
Everything's still dying. Yeah.
Yeah.
They asked how old I am. I'm 25.
Okay.
I just turned 25 in October, day before
Nice.
Halloween.
Day before Halloween. Nice. Spooky.
And
Well, it's definitely
I
better
don't
than
really
being born at
ever get
Christmas.
tired of PoE. If I did, I mean, I don't know. On those long days, if there's no one else on, sometimes it's I don't know, kind of monotonous. But then, depending on the build I'm playing, but then whenever I feel like that, I just start a new build, roll a new character, and then it's not tired of it anymore.
All
I
right.
was
That makes
answering
it a good
Frog in
stream
chat.
for you then.
Yeah.
Because if you're not going to get tired with the game, it's perfect.
Look, get closer to your mic. You're pretty far away.
Yeah, I'm
Like-
sorry. I'm trying not to piss Sel off because I've just been drinking like Red Bull based stuff, and she gets really annoyed
Oh God.
when I get too close.
It
so-
smells like sour vomit. It's
Yeah,
awful.
I hate Red Bull as well. Like the smell of it. Lou says it's the same birthday as her dad. Damn. And Bart, yeah, go get your shower, dude. Get clean.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries.
Indeed.
So,
Question for me. Have you ever felt the need to take a break from PoE, like a few months? Have you ever done that before?
So I when I first started and didn't understand the game as well, I wouldn't play as often or as regularly.
Yep.
But I've never had like intentional long breaks. Usually, since the leagues last 3 months,
Yep.
almost every time leagues last 3 months and it's a fresh start. A lot of times, if I do take a break, it's for the end of the league when everyone's kind of done with the league anyway. So every first month, especially of a new league, always feels like a brand new, fresh thing. And then, if I do take a break, I may not play for the last 2 weeks of the league and play League of Legends or something like that to basically just wait until the new one when it would be another big race or another big grind again. So I don't ever end up taking long breaks because I usually have a short one at the end of leagues.
Okay, fair enough. So you sort of recharge when the league's sort of dying off and you've done a lot in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds fair enough. It's actually quite an interesting cycle to keep people into the game because you give them those breaks right at the end. They don't feel as pressured to sort of keep going because they've pretty much done everything they could. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Damn. We got a few more Ask Ike. Yeah. Ask Ike questions.
Hashtag Ask Ike.
Yeah, this is quite interesting. Frog asks, why did you start streaming? I'm quite interested in the result. And I'm going to add a question to that. When? Because we talked about when you started playing PoE, but when did you start streaming and why?
So I started playing PoE about, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago or something like that. I tried to start streaming. It's actually something I've always been like a little interested in. But I've tried even when I was back in high school, like, but my parents' internet was always awful.
Yeah.
And then I moved off to dorms and the internet was awful. And I had, just a little laptop that couldn't handle it.
Damn it.
And so when I graduated college and all of those things and got married, and started getting like real jobs,
Yeah.
I finally had, money to build my own computer and money to pay for good internet that wouldn't die if I tried to upload anything.
Yeah.
So I guess that was finally, I've always been interested in it, but it just recently has become available to me. Like, I mean, I'd say even within the past 6 months or so, I don't know. I moved into my new house in July.
Okay.
So, and I didn't really have good enough internet to stream well and stuff until I was there. So I guess that's about 5 months ago.
All right.
I mean, you've recently only just done a rig upgrade as well, right? Because when we first checked you out, you were trying to show us some builds, I think, if I remember, and it was all about blinking around. And we were seeing it, and it was like a slideshow. And then one day you come back and you've like, "Yep, check this out." We went to look, and it was like, "Whoa, Ike's got a cool stream now." Instantly. It was beautiful. So
yeah,
I did. I'd already started building my own computers, but I still, when I first started building my own computers, the first one I built was a total of like $400 for the whole PC.
Ooh, shit.
But then, as I started to stream, I would notice, oh, this is too taxing on my graphics card. So I got a 1080, and then then I was like, dang, my OBS says CPU usage is way up. So I went and bought a way nicer CPU. And so I've just been slowly upgrading, and I think when I got the new graphics card and CPU were when those were the biggest upgrades.
Yes, definitely.
Wow,
Wow,
it
guys.
works.
we got a question up there from
Greenie asked earlier, who is your favorite character in PoE?
Yeah.
Favorite character?
Yeah, like not build,
I guess
but
like
which character?
favorite
Like from the witch,
Yeah.
from the that sort of thing? Or does it actually make
So-
sense to ask that?
So, I mean, it's hard because all the characters can kind of do everything, but
Mhm.
at the same time, I don't know. My favorite character I've probably ever played is my Auto Bomber, and it's an assassin.
Okay.
But I don't like many other assassins. I've played a lot of assassins I hate,
Okay.
but I like that specific skill on that character, and it can. I don't know. An assassin's the best class for it.
Nice. All right. So a particular character with a particular build, the one you've had most fun with. That's pretty awesome. All right. You got any questions for us that you got?
I don't know. I tried to think of some, but
Yeah.
most things I would have asked, I've either asked in stream or
Uh-huh.
like when I was watching you guys, or I don't know. How long have you guys been doing this? I know how long I've been watching, but I assume from the community and stuff that it's been going on for way longer than that. And how long did it get? Because for sometimes it's difficult when I don't really have that many people in chat sometimes and stuff, because you feel like you're talking to yourself and stuff.
Oh, yes.
How long was it before you felt like you weren't talking to yourself?
Well, we
Good
started.
4 months, but
Yeah, we started back in October 2017, so we haven't been at it for that long. So we barely made our year in October, which we celebrated the streamiversary.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, I think for us, it took up until April. April, I'd say, is when we sort of consolidated. So all the way from October to April, all that time was just basically sitting there, talking to yourself, and
I mean,
just
we never we're kind of lucky in a respect. We never really had to completely start from zero because
We had each other.
we all, there was a few of us already, and we already had some guys that we brought along for the ride from other games, from our community as it's gone on. So even though it's very small, we kind of always started with, like, every stream we put up, there was 5 people,
yeah.
to start with. So
Okay.
there's a magic number when you stream. I mean,
Yes.
sure, we haven't gone to the top of Twitch or anything like that, but you definitely notice when you start going above the 9s and 10s. I'd say 10 is is kind of that magic number
Yeah,
where
10.
chat gets lively enough, and that wasn't till April. We've kept track of stats and figures as we gone on, and it was only a little bit of luck from us playing some DB that we started to get a couple of people in, and then we got hot dropped by the community manager of DB, and he brought in like 80 odd people the first time, and I think it was over 100 the second.
Yeah.
And then people started to notice us, and then the community started to build. So yeah, if anyone's out there and they sort of go like, oh god, this is hard, it is. We've all been through that, but obviously the biggest thing is make sure that you've got people around you that are kind of there, like someone you can bounce off of. We've had it said to us, like, what we do is easy, and yes, it's easier, but also it's much more complex. But stick in there, and if you're good, you will get people coming back. It's not just about the quality. I mean, we've tried to have really good quality stuff for a long time, and that doesn't always make any difference, and still things go wrong with us. It's actually about the quantity and the actual quality of what you as a streamer can put out.
Yeah, I'd
And
say
it will build, but you have to keep going and going for it. So
exactly. And building on what Book is saying, I've noticed the most important thing basically is be constant. Be constant, and through hell or high water, keep it up. There will be times when you're, what's the word, downhearted, or like feeling down because it seems like you're not getting anywhere, but be constant, because at the end of the day, if we'd given up and said, we're not getting any viewers, why, because you keep asking yourself that question, why should I stream if there's no one viewing? Why do I keep streaming if there's no one in chat, if I'm just talking to myself? Well, if we'd acted upon that, we would never have been raided by DB, for instance. That was what got us off the ground. So you could say, yeah, you're lucky you got a raid. No, you're lucky because you were at the right moment, in the right time, at the right place. And if you give up prematurely, you're not at the right place at the right moment. So being constant,
you're not
I think.
online.
Exactly.
Exactly. You know,
exactly.
if you're not online, you're not going to get that raid, or you're not going to get those people. And don't forget, you know, just because you don't get followers and stuff like that, there's still people coming in and out. There's still people on Twitch, for me, that I don't necessarily follow, but I see them on the front page and I drop in and I'm like, I watch and stuff like that. There's loads of people that will just come in and out, but you just have to keep doing it. And I think for us, like the whole constant thing, it was, after we got rid of Velvet, it's just that I know he's in chat right now. He was one of the originals that started up with us. But for us, it was our 6 p.m.
Yes.
Like as soon as we started going, you know, fuck it, we're doing 6 p.m. You know, and that's that. We used to start off with like an 8 until 10 slot. 2 hours wasn't enough, but 4 hours is about right for a stream.
Yeah.
And we done 6 p.m. and people started to know we go live at 6 p.m. So now, like, we go on at 5 p.m. to try and get stuff done, and there's people lurking in our channel, and you're typing in all your test commands and stuff like that, and they start triggering all the emotes,
triggering all the
and
alerts
shit
and stuff.
Yeah.
You're like,
They're all
I'm trying to
there, so-
test, god damn it!
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for that follow, James.
Thank you very much for that follow. So yeah, I mean, like
Lav, he's always there.
Tremendous.
He's
Lav he's creepy because he is always there.
Fuck himself. I mean, you turn the stream at midnight and like 4 a.m. and he's probably there lurking. It's crazy. But
yeah. So there you go. There's a little bit of a like when we started, and it definitely took us the best part of 4 months to even find our feet, and 6 months, just a little bit over, sort of maybe 5 or 6 months to actually start getting people to want to watch us in any way, shape or form. I feel like our first couple of months, and if any of you ever get to see the first couple of months, hopefully you never will, but some of those first couple of months, yes, the streams were cringy, yes, they were bad, but I felt so sorry for the guys that we used to go into Discord and be like, come please come watch us for an hour, just give us a view. Some of them,
you don't even have to stay there,
like,
just lurk.
Rolling their eyes at us, but keep at it. Just
Yeah.
keep at it, and then it gets kind of good. Yes, Livexus,
He
we know you remember.
He remembers that. My Darkest Dungeon streams with like no one and just the
But
Vexus.
they were awesome.
Yeah, I
love
tried.
those.
They're still in the library. I mean, that's one thing that I've done. I've actually kept every single stream we've done, pretty much. And they're all on hard drives in the server, just sitting there. And yeah.
Hopefully never ever to be seen by anyone else other than
Come on,
us.
we've got highlight videos.
Yeah. It's very nice. But one thing I'll add to that, Ike, is that sure, you got to be constant. Sure, you got to be there. But like Velvet says, your passion has to be there. Because that's the only thing that's going to get you through. That's going to be, if that's what you want to do and what you like doing. Because if you're not liking what you're doing, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work.
Yeah. And I do think, I think that's a huge part of it. I really enjoy it. And it was really tough for a little bit, like at first, but now I don't know, it's gotten a little comfortable. Even the days where there isn't anybody, I think it has helped a ton. Even just I have so much more support now though, like even you guys. And you know, the first time, so I had zero, or like myself, like my phone playing to like watch myself kind of as my monitor, that was counting as a view. So it was saying like 0 or 1 for a really long time. Then I started watching you guys, and like the first time y'all joined, and it was like 30 people or 20 or something. And it's like, oh my gosh, you know, that, and you know, it's not always like that, but then Lou too, and just this community, and my wife has been you know, so supportive, and I don't know, I think the support is what's made it. I finally have viewers even when you guys are streaming at the same time. You know, I still get some viewers still now, and like
Yeah, it's nice because
I
a lot
have
of
a few
our guys.
regulars that are that actually also play PoE, but
Mhm.
it would have I think been tough to make it to that if it wouldn't have been for the support like from y'all's community and from my wife and my family, like my brother and my friends that I play PoE with and stuff. It made a huge difference that everybody was so supportive of it. Like one of my buddies is always like, "Oh wait, are you streaming?" Like we'll be playing PoE together, and he's like, "Oh yeah, let me open it on my other screen." You know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what you need.
Exactly.
That's exactly what you need. What I love about the streaming and with the not just our guys, but people that watch Twitch in general is once you start getting into the other communities, like everyone starts opening everyone else's stream and stuff, and like I try to do it as much as I can. I lurk on other people, and I always check to see on my personal account and on the RWGTV account who's live and stuff. But it's so awesome when you know there's a couple of people streaming at the same time, and you go to one and you're watching one, and then you open it on a browser on another one, and you see some of the same guys in there, and they're like chatting on this one, chatting on that one, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
And that helps a lot. You know, it's helping more than one person at a time, which is super cool. But the amount of people that actually do it, we have loads of guys. We notice that we have loads of guys that go between several streams. I think last week or the week before there was like 3 or 4 of us streaming at the same time, and someone in our community was like, "I literally have no more space on my monitors to basically watch anyone else." It's like, wow, you know, that's dedication, because everyone's just opening so much stuff just to support everyone else. But it's really cool. It's really cool.
Yeah,
it was green that done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were
It's
there were
really
a few
great
things
that there's
like
almost
even
always
Hang on.
someone online like a
Okay.
backup.
Yeah, it's really great
Yes.
that there is almost always someone online that's like a backup. Yeah, I guess. Carry on. Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't hear it, but thanks for letting me know. But yeah, like a lot of times, even when I'm not at home or something now, I'll I have like auto host set to you guys and Lou like at the top of my list, and then like a bunch of big PoE streamers, and so I'll just like leave my computer on mine, and whoever gets on, it'll auto host, and like
Nice.
just because I know like every little bit, it makes a difference seeing that there are people there.
Yeah, obviously, man. Holy crap. Oh well. Well, big shout out to.
This is all getting smushy. Yeah.
It's the
Yes,
last
it is.
interview of the day, guys. I mean, we're winding it down, and the music isn't helping either. We got a big shout out to Heffy, our DJ, for selecting all of these tracks. She's emotionally
Absolutely.
manipulating all of us. I mean, I swear.
Oh yeah, she is.
She does that. Can we get one more shout out before we disappear? Can we get a shout out for Ike again, guys?
Yes.
Go give him a follow. Go check him out if you like PoE and you wanna basically see how PoE works. This guy up here is. Hang on, he's there. This guy is the guy to know when it comes to PoE. He is awesome. So give him a follow. Yeah. And yeah, hopefully when we get a chance, we'll have him on for some more collab kind of stuff, because these are the guys that are now in our Discord as how do you say, like affiliated streamers with us in a way. So if you're just part of our Discord as well, it will tell you when they go live. So you've got Boney, you've got Greenie, you've got Ike up here as well. So
let's not forget our regulars, Lou, Frog as well.
Yes, indeed. Slaves of RWGTV, not quite the slaves of the mods. These guys are free to do whatever they like, but the mods, no, they are slaves. Lou, Frog, Mr. Silencer. Apparently, he's trying to actually find his way in another job now. Actually working in real life. I'm not having that. That's disgusting. How dare he? He should be right here on RWGTV. Right. Well, has anyone else got any last questions for Mr. Ike before we move on to our next section? I'll give you a few seconds, but
yeah.
Sel's already got the remote ready. Like, it's time to get rid of him. Get rid of the Ike.
No, I'm just putting it there.
No,
So
I know,
what
I
it
know, I
was.
know, I know. No. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Ike.
Yeah, thank you so much
I'm
for
trying
joining
to
us.
look towards you. Thank you for
Yeah,
joining
I
us.
enjoyed
That's-
it, guys.
that's
Thanks
super
for
awesome.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you for the
and-
dedication as well, for actually
Yeah.
streaming from your parents' laptop. I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
Yeah,
Amazing.
I'll
When
go
you're
back
home.
down and have Christmas with them, but they didn't mind me coming. They'll share. They have to. So.
awesome stuff.
Nice.
All right, guys.
yeah.
Well, this is Mr. Ike. As you just seen, Frog has given a shout out to him. Please go follow this guy.
Yes,
And
please do.
someone's just done something to Mr. Frankie's phone.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Ike. Right, so
Yep.
get ready to get rid of the Ike. Let's
Oh,
get him out
yeah.
of here.
Guys.
Thank you very much, Ike.
Thanks, mate.
We'll catch you later.
Catch you
Bye
next
bye.
time.
She's turning him off.
There he is. He's gone. No.
Oh, that was awesome. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
All right, guys.
So cool to have people joining us on stream, especially on these party streams as well.
Yes.